Alrighty, here we go. Duelist Kingdom action. We have got Bandit Keith going up against Bonz. So, former mentor going up against his minion in Bonz. Can Bonz get some revenge? Back in the Duelist Kingdom anime, Bandit Keith stole his star chips after Bonz lost to Joey. And that is the latest duel that I have been watching on the anime. Yeah, I'm right up to the end of that duel where Keith and the guys push a boulder to block Yugi, Joey, Tristan, Taylor and Bakura's path out of the cave. So they will go on to face the Paradox brothers in the anime next. So Keith and Bonz, who would win? Keith's machine types or Bonz' zombies that Bandit Keith helped him build? Alright, Blast Juggler in defense mode. Wait, no it wasn't. I missed what card that was that went down. Never mind, we will see. So Bonz goes, oh, tribute to the doomed. Straight off the bat, throws away castle walls. And, okay, it was Yaiba Robo that was played face down. And the 13th grave comes to the field. It's a 1200 attack. And, well, Keith has got Launcher Spider and Barrel Dragon, both level 7 monsters. Blast Juggler's weaker than 13th grave. He does have Shovel Crusher equaling the attack of the 13th grave at 1200 defense, so Keith off to a rocky start. Although if he can hold Shovel Crusher for at least one turn, he will be okay, but at 1200 defense he wouldn't bank on it. And Bonz summons the Wandering Doomed. That's all he could muster up. A lot of the zombie cards in early Yu-Gi-Oh weren't actually that powerful. So Bonz, unfortunately for him, couldn't get through right there. There's Blast Sphere, that's a 1400. And Shovel Crusher to attack mode, and Bandit Keith now has the advantage. He'll get rid of the 13th grave and the Wandering Doomed for a combined damage of 300 life points of two monsters, which you won't see very often. Bonz at 7700 points, Keith at 6800, and Keith set to summon either his Barrel Dragon or Launcher Spider if Bonz can't do anything. Given that he summoned the Wandering Doomed, we will assume that Bonz doesn't have his strong monsters in his hand. He's gone with a face down defense, and that's with Keith having a 900 attacker on the field. So, bad news for Bonz here, he is about to be staring down a Barrel Dragon. Now, Barrel Dragon does have an effect. You can flip a coin 3 times, and if you call it, if 2 of them are heads, you can destroy an enemy monster. And that's a tails, that's a heads, and tails. The coin toss fails for Bandit Keith, however, Barrel Dragon does still get rid of Graveyard and the Hand of Invitation. So it will be very, very tough for Bonz to get a Barrel Dragon off the field. He would need to use a Dark Hole. Even Bonz can power up his monsters until they're green in the face. I don't think he would even still reach 2600. He would have to have maybe Dakuru Rider with Sword of Dark Destruction and Violet Crystal. And even then, I think it would be 2650 if my math is right. So literally Bonz would need every equip card, plus he might have a reinforcements he could use as well, but Bonz would need all of his equips along with something like a Dakuru Rider to be able to get over Barrel Dragon manually. Phantom Ghost was just destroyed, and Bonz is running out of defenders. Keith also now has Guardian of... is that Guardian of the Throne Room? Or Guardian of the... No, it's Guardian of the Throne Room. Blast Juggler was just played as well. There goes Fire Reaper, and now 3400 coming off of Bonz, so he will be down to 1700. And it's looking like this first match will likely conclude after Bonz' turn, unless he can pull something out, a Dark Hole, maybe, if he's lucky. No, he plays Wasteland, which isn't going to give him too much help. Oh, Monster Reborn. Not a bad card, but I don't think anything strong has been destroyed. He brings back the 13th grave. And, oh, there's a sort of Dark Destruction. So 1800, and there's Violet Crystal. Wow. 2100 now for the 13th grave. And there goes Guardian of the Throne Room. So, impressively, Bonz has actually mustered something back. However, it looks like it won't be enough, unfortunately, for him. And Keith does have a Mystical Space Typhoon if he chooses to play it, which he does. And he goes after Wasteland. He still wouldn't have had enough. He's got a Dispel as well, I missed that. There goes Sword of Dark Destruction. And Barrel Dragon activates its effect this time. I think Keith did skip the effect a couple of times. Oh, 2 heads. The 13th grave is destroyed, and that will be it for the rest of Bonz' life points in this first match. As we see Keith end the duel convincingly. It will be very tough for Bonz to pick up a win. Him getting 1 win against Bandit Keith would be unlikely. He will have to get 2 in a row from here. So as we pull them back into the lobby again, Bonz and Keith flip the perspective around. That's a Bahamut Shark. Well, Bahamut Shark. That name alone suggests that it should be 3000 attack. My usual audience, does anyone play Final Fantasy games? Obviously there is a lot of mythology around Bahamut, but Bahamut is one of the long-time standing summons in Final Fantasy. He has made an appearance in quite a lot of the franchise's titles. Most notably, I would say probably Final Fantasy X. He was in earlier games before that, but one of his cooler designs was his Final Fantasy X. Alright, Bonz went with a face-down defense. Keith went with a face-down defense. Bonz summons the Crass Clown, 1350. It was one of the monsters he didn't want to play when Bandit Keith suggested it. And Bonz has attacked a Battle Footballer, which is a 2100 defense. Only 4 stars as well, so Bonz flushed 750 points. And Battle Footballer is tributed for, Machine King. 100 extra attack points for each machine type monster on the field. And there's another 950 points off of Bonz, and he's lost Crass Clown. If it went to defense mode, he could have sent Machine King back to his hand. However, Bonz didn't get that chance. There's the Wandering Doomed, there's Blue-Eyed Silver Zombie. He does have a Dark Hole, but he's opted to hold it. Maybe hoping that Keith will throw down another decent attacking monster and Bonz can sweep them both up in one go. And it is a Giga Tech Wolf, which is a 1200. Not really that powerful, but still enough to sweep off another monster. There goes Bone Mouse. And there goes Phantom Ghost. A vengeful spirit made up of many restless souls. Probably thank Pegasus for that. Alright, Bonz has just drawn Zanky. He just activated his Dark Hole. So Keith's field now is undefended. Wood Remains comes to the field, and Bonz will inflict his first share of life point damage for this match. Keith will be down to 7,000. Alright, what does Keith have? He's got 6 cards in hand, so likely he does have a counter-attacking option, and there it is, Guardian of the Throne Room. Oh, along with 7 completed. And if that will go on to attack, that will be 2350. And again, that is very tough for Bonz to get off the field now. To get over that many attack points. 1350 off, Bonz down to 4950 life points left. And Keith now with massive advantage. There's card destruction for Bonz. He's got no choice, he's got to go for it. Keith's hand will go as well. Ooh, there was a Dark Hole, but there wasn't really anything else. Bonz has got Temple of Skulls and Dark Assailant. There's Ghoul with an Appetite as well. If he had Wasteland, Violet Crystal and Sword of Dark Destruction, Ghoul of Appetite would then be stronger than Protector of the Throne Room. However, that's pretty unlikely to happen. Keith plays down Patrol Robo, which is an 1100. And then Keith actually made a good decision attacking with the Guardian of the Throne Room there. There's 1100 more points off of Bonz. He's down to 3850. And Keith very, very quickly looks like he might be wrapping this one up. There's Polymerization. Bonz plays down Ghoul with an Appetite. He might as well go for it and try and salvage something. With 1600 points, we'll get over Patrol Robo at least. Turn change, back to Bandit Keith. 5 cards in hand. And doesn't play anything down. Oh no, sorry, straight to main phase. Big ahead. There's Gargoyle, which is a 900 and 1600 defense. So usually something you would play in defense mode, Gargoyle. However, it is in attack mode for this time. And there's another 900 off Bonz. He's down to 2200 and would need a trump card from here to get anything out of this. We do get to see his hand in this one, and he draws Crawling Dragon, which is a 5-star at 1600, 1400. Dark Assailant comes to the field, and oh, it went to attack mode. That might have been, oh no, okay, he's gone after Gargoyle. So Bonz will still lose 1150 from the attack of Guardian of the Throne Room on Dark Assailant. And Keith plays a face down spell or trap. And oh, no monsters. Interesting. Possible that Keith might only have high level monsters. Or maybe he doesn't have one. Alright, there's Takuru Rider, but however without a fusion, sorry, without a ritual card, it's no good. Bonz is undefended, and this will do it. Disc Magician is summoned. Bonz only with 1050. Any attack will do. Goes with Guardian of the Throne Room, and that is the end for Bonz against Bandit Keith. Bandit Keith easily dispatches of his former friend. Bonz, unfortunately for him, couldn't get a win. Keith takes this one in straight sets, and let's have a look who is playing next in Duelist Kingdom. So over in Battle City we have Kyber against Odeon, and although games are not played on paper that sounds like it is going to be a really good match. That is coming up after this one. So Keith has beaten Bonz. We'll go into a new round bracket next. Yugi will be taking on My Valentine, which I think we have seen them play in Battle City already. And it was a decent match, so we'll see how they go in a Duelist Kingdom bout. And yes, over in Battle City, we will have Seto Kaiba taking on Odeon. And we have seen Odeon's games before, and they have been very, very entertaining. And okay, Yugi hasn't taken on Mai yet in Battle City. He will do soon, though. Next week sometime. Anyway, let's go ahead and get all this produced. Odeon and Kyber coming up after this one. Thanks everyone for tuning in, and again for leaving the comments as well. I am trying to get back to everyone as quickly as I can, but keep them coming in. So thanks everyone for tuning in. Wherever you are in the world, stay safe, take care, farewell.